Hello, and thank you for joining me once again. In the previous episode, I talked about depression and wanted to share with you this tool we use in mental health counseling. It's called an emotion or feelings wheel. Sometimes you or I may experience something that is not easy to verbalize or understand exactly how we're feeling. This chart offers a visual representation of the range of emotions and feelings, which helps identify how we are feeling. I enlarged the image so that you'd be able to see the print. And you can find many examples of this wheel online by Google or on Pinterest. It's it may not look exactly like this one, and that's fine. The wheel is beneficial in many ways in that it helps us understand our emotions, communicate our emotions, and by naming what we are feeling, we can develop strategies to manage things like anger, frustration, anxiety, and other intense feelings we may be going through. And as I said in the podcast, when we can give a name to something, we take our power back, and that thing no longer has power over us. So, as we take a closer look at the wheel, we see the center, which represents our basic emotions, things like sad, happy, surprised, bad, fearful, or angry, or disgusted. The middle ring represents the different degrees of that basic emotion. And again, if we look at, say, angry, for example, that anger can spring from being let down, being bitter, being frustrated, and or other reasons. And then the outer ring breaks down the feelings even further. And this gives you a great idea of how complex our emotions can be. For example, in using myself, I love the water and I want to learn how to swim. But when I think about doing it, this fear comes over me. And when I look at the second ring, I can admit that that fear comes from being scared and being anxious. I'm anxious because I'm afraid that I'll sink, and I'm scared because the water is deep and my feet won't touch the bottom, which makes me feel even more fearful and helpless. When I go to the outer ring, I can admit that, yes, I'm frightened and it feels very overwhelming. However, if I'm honest with myself, taking lessons from an instructor and making small steps to overcome my fear will give me the confidence to learn how to be an excellent swimmer. And it gives me a sense of accomplishment so that I'm better equipped to manage the next thing that comes along. Now, this was a general example, and I hope you have a better understanding of how this works. The main thing is that using the wheel helps improve communication, provides a language for discussing feelings, and helps with resolving conflicts or disagreements. In closing, as you go through the wheel and identify your emotions, ask yourself, what is behind what I'm feeling? And be honest with yourself. It's really about learning how to manage your emotions and feelings so that you respond instead of react. Thank you for joining, and I hope this was helpful. These wheels are a great tool, and you can also find them for children and teens. As always, leave your questions or suggestions in the comments, or you can email me at sistersofhagar@outlook.com. Thank you. Until next time. Bye.